Everyone knows that bees need a hive. If you take a bee and you isolate it, it goes haywire, it freaks out, it doesn't have a good life. It turns out human beings are just like that. All of our instincts evolved to need a tribe around us. In the circumstances where human beings evolved, if you wandered off on your own and you lost the tribe, you would feel incredibly anxious and depressed for a very good reason. You were probably about to die. There's a study that looks at how many close friends the average American has who they could call on in a crisis. When they started doing the study decades ago, most common answer was 5. Today, the most common answer is none. For a huge number of people in our culture, they're on their own, and they're on their own with a lot of stress and anxiety. And the way we've been responding to this crisis has been, to a large degree, drugging these lonely, anxious people. But there was an experiment where a bunch of doctors decided to try something different. It's called the Bromley by Bow surgery. It's in East London. I lived near there for a long time. And these doctors had loads of people coming to them who clearly had problems with their lives. One of them was, for example, they were very isolated. So what they decided to do was to pioneer a different way of doing it. So if you come to that surgery and you're really depressed, they'll offer you chemical antidepressants if you want it, but they'll also offer you something else. They'll prescribe for you to take part in some kind of group activity. They took a group of depressed and anxious people, and there was behind the doctor's surgery, there was a big patch of like barren land. And they said to this group of depressed and anxious people, why don't you guys just meet a couple of times a week and just make this beautiful? And this went on. I spoke to a lot of the people who took part in this social prescribing, and they would talk about the sense of physical relief that they had to suddenly be in this space where they were rediscovering both interacting with nature and interacting with each other. There was a study of a similar project in Norway that found it was twice as effective as chemical antidepressants. A lot of us don't need to be drugged. We need to be together. We need to be thinking about ways to deal with the deep underlying reasons why so many of us are anxious and depressed. We are human beings. We have needs. We have a nature. And we've built a culture that is neglecting a lot of our human nature and a lot of our needs. We need to start rediscovering solutions that honour who we really are.
To find out more about what really causes depression and anxiety and how to solve them, read Lost Connections by Johann Hari.